You disappeared?
Welcome to the Random Ass Podcast. I'm your random asshole, Christopher Steele.
I'm the other random asshole, Dustin Rhoads. Welcome to the show.
All right, so we're going to start with our hidden gems.
Yes.
We actually did this, but it didn't take.
Yeah, I don't know. I still don't know why.
As soon as I, basically, pretty much as soon as I stopped it recording, it had a message.
Oh, balls.
So, it didn't work out. So, my hidden gem for the week will be Across the Universe. Great movie. A lot of people missed it.
Yeah, a lot of people slept on that one. That was a good flick. Great tunes.
Yeah.
It's got better versions of songs by the Beatles than the Beatles did.
Like I said last time, Dear Prudence.
Yes, an amazing version of Dear Prudence.
Then I wasn't happy with their with all the help from my friends, though.
Right. It wasn't Joe Cocker. All Together Now. Did they do a version of All Together Now?
I don't know about that.
Me either. They did do Strawberry Fields, which was a good one too.
They did a bunch of stuff.
Oh yeah, it was.
They did a bunch of stuff. You're right. I wouldn't expect that.
Oh, the chick that did Helter Skelter.
Yeah.
She went on to play Janis Joplin in a Broadway show just after that, and you could hear it in her voice when she was doing Helter Skelter. It's like, oh, she'd make a killer Joplin, dude.
Yeah. Helter Skelter. Oh. Let me look at something. Hopefully don't fuck up. No, I shouldn't.
It's Skype. We can actually do stuff on this.
Right.
Well, you can. I can't. My camera will bounce all over hell when I start looking it up.
Right. Let me go down here. All right. Helter Skelter. That's one I'm talking. Oh no, they did. It wasn't that. It wasn't a bad version. It wasn't the best. I Want You. She's so heavy.
Oh yeah, that dude. Right into Happiness is a Warm Gun. Come on now.
But if you want a great version of that song, Reanimate the Covers.
Yes.
Hailstorm.
Any of the Hailstorm covers.
It is amazing. All right, so you want to go ahead and get yours in?
Yeah, my hidden gem is Dragon Warrior for NES. It went on to become what now is Dragon Quest, but the original Dragon Warriors for the NES are some classic video games that got slept on. If you're a fan of like 8 and 16-bit Final Fantasies, it's a great one to play because it's very much in that vein. Story driven, but you got to do a lot of reading, so it's a reader. I'd much rather have a reader though than like a half an hour of cinematics because I can just blast through the shit and get the gist.
Right.
Instead of watching,
hit the button over and over. Come on, get it over. I don't care.
No, I just watched the screen and like the beauty of those like old JRPGs is anything that was important was generally a highlighted word or something like that.
Right.
Like as you're blasting through, like boom, it's in italics. I got to remember that word. Click, 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 click. Oh, here's another important bit. Click, 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 click. Another important. Okay.
Some of those had like different color. I'm not on Dragon Warriors, but some of the older
other JRPGs, yeah, would have color schemes to the
that you remember phrases.
Right, or if like one with a great example of that was Lufia for Super Nintendo. it was color coordinated word scheme for important shit, like blue was place, red was person, green was a certain time of day, things like that. Where it would help you with,
So
judge
you
the
can blast through, and then shit, what do I need to know?
Yeah, exactly. Dragon Warrior would do it where it was like all like a certain type of text, and then shit would be italicized for the important stuff. But it was up to you to figure out what the fuck they were talking about.
All right, so I wanted to talk a couple of things.
Right on. Oh yeah.
Stupid radio and television commercials.
Oh Jesus, dude.
I got radio commercials written down because I forgot. I forgot I had a TV commercial, but I totally spaced on it.
Oh, dude, I've got loads of commercials I can fucking shit on for you.
All right, if you listen to 92.9.
Yes. God,
they have that stupid fucking commercial where they're like, it's about a religious program, bringing hope, telling stories of hopelessness and the hope that changes everything. That's not possible.
Right.
It is not possible to have a hopeless situation
and then hope change everything. Yeah, I know.
Hopelessness is the lack of all hope.
Exactly. That's my main beef with religion. That commercial just sums up religion in a nutshell. Is they use words, they make them sound smart, but they use them wrong.
Yeah.
So dumb people just like, oh, that sounds smart, I'm in. And smart people are like, you do realize you said absolutely nothing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That commercial is a great point as to why I'm not a big fan of religion. And oh god, that commercial drives me up a wall.
There was one that I haven't heard for a while. Is one of the airline commercials where they're like, we find all these places where all your favorite films have been recorded. And then they're like, at the end, they're like, unless it's a space movie.
Nobody liked that movie. No, nobody wants to see where fucking mountain.
You can go everywhere. These weren't recorded in space, you dumbasses. It was recorded in a studio in fucking
LA. Yeah, Toronto, I think, actually. But yeah. I'm going to fucking Canada. I get to see where Star Trek was made.
I don't need to go to outer space to go to see where the places that it's just fucking stupid.
It is.
And the Tim Hortons commercial, the Sounds of Summer.
Oh my god.
Where they're blending up the stuff, and they say you blending up whatever mochaccino or whatever the fuck it is. I am not working at Tim Hortons. I don't know that sound.
Right.
It's not me blending that shit up.
The fucking employees, dicks. How can you write that badly? Oh my god, dude.
I'm sure. I bet you've heard that one too because they play it out during Bob and Tom's show all the fucking time.
Yeah, even on the 24/7 app, they still that commercial slides in on the morning one, and I'm like, God damn it!
That one, the Southwest or whatever commercial I was just talking about. They used to play that on the Bob and Tom show.
Yep.
And
unless they're flying my ass to New Zealand, I don't give a shit about their little deal. Like, I want to go see where The Hobbit was made, Xena, Hercules. That's Evil Dead. Some of the Evil Dead stuff.
Hobbit. They made too much from The Hobbit.
Oh yeah, dude. That I should have said Lord of the Rings because it's where they filmed Lord of the Rings at too. But still,
Lord of the Rings is just them walking,
more or less. You've seen how it should have ended, right? Have you seen the Lord of the Rings how it should have ended? Oh my god, it's hilarious. They let's see, Frodo and Gandalf summon the eagles while the rest of the crew go and distract the Eye-of-Sauron by mooning him and fucking like keeping him distracted on them. And they're just flying over with the eagle, and Frodo drops it in the thing. He's like, "Man, could you imagine how long this would have taken if we had walked?" It's like
it don't make any sense.
It really
Even
does.
Chris Griffin got that in. It makes no sense. He picks him up, takes him to like the Elven village.
Yep.
Then at Mordor, he picks him up and takes him home.
Yeah.
What the fuck is the point? Why did he just fly him all the way there, drop it, and fly him home?
For fuck's sake, the king even says one does not simply walk into Mordor. Like, okay, cool, let's fly.
Right.
It's like, what the fuck? It kind of got off subject to fucked up commercials, but that whole movie was a fucked up commercial.
Like I said, Quirks 2 had it right. Here's the whole movie. 1.
Walk,
2.
walk, walk. 2. Walk, walk, walk. Oh shit, move. 3. Walk, walk, walk. Hey, here's where I dropped the ring. Walk away. And let's not forget the epic scene where Frodo bricks in Sam's mouth. I love Randall.
And The Hobbit, I loved animated.
Yes. Yes. Those are classics, dude. Because what were they? Maybe 35 minutes? It told the fucking story in the amount of time it took?
It was like a 2-hour animated movie. The old Hobbit movie.
Oh, okay, yeah. I was thinking you're talking not the Rankin Bass. You're talking the like the animated. Like Rankin Bass is like that still weird animation told like with a narrator. You're talking the one that was like rotoscoped and shit.
It was like from the 70s, I think.
Yeah, it's the one that's got C-3PO doing one of the voices.
Yeah, it was great. I didn't need 3 fucking movies to tell me a story.
The same damn in a book that was this thick. It was like it was a tiny children's book. How they got that much out of it, I'll never know.
I don't know. That's what I'm like. They added a lot to that fucking story because there was not that.
Yeah, it's yeah.
What the animated movie it did was tell the fucking story, and not add all that bullshit.
Right. But you got to think that the original Lord of the Rings movies didn't cover everything that was in the Lord of the Rings books. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
they took the opportunity with The Hobbit to kind of tell some of those side stories they didn't have the opportunity to tell in the original Lord of the Rings trilogy. I know that's what they did, but they still should have titled it anything other than The Hobbit. Because that first movie basically told the entire story of The Hobbit that we needed to know.
And then you need a little bit of Smaug.
Yeah, but by the third one, they were reaching into the other section of Lord of the Rings lore, which I have no problem with. Just don't title it The fucking Hobbit.
Right. So
they could still be making Lord of the Rings movies from the side shit that they didn't talk about.
Or I can't pronounce the Similian or whatever.
Yeah. Good luck. No, even when I read that word in the books, I was just like, that word.
Like, what the hell is this word?
My brain wouldn't even fucking attempt it. It was just like, yep, that's the word.
All right, so I read.
You read? Ooh, interesting.
New little segue.
Gotta use the Johnny Carson segue, dude. Now somebody told me. I have heard.
So I've actually heard this. That with Crisis on Infinite Earths, Black Lightning becomes part of the Arrowverse.
Really?
Yes.
Awesome. That gives a little more background to Batman then. in the universe because he's mentioned Batman in the series and them having a team together.
Plus, it's also that he might be from a different Earth.
Well, yeah, probably. Oh, yeah.
So he'll with Crisis, he'll become part of Earth 1.
I wouldn't mind that.
And I just read a little bit ago that 2020 is going to introduce a new show.
What? What are we getting? What are we getting?
They're not saying, they're just a new Arrowverse show.
Okay.
I'm guessing it's going to be Green Lantern.
Well, we know Stephen Amell wanted out of Arrow, but everybody else basically wanted to stay in.
Except for the chick that played Felicity. She's not coming back for season 8.
Right. Maybe they're going to lead into a Red Arrow series. I'm
really thinking...
Because if you can't have an Arrowverse without a fucking Arrow show, then it has to be moved to a Berlanti-verse or the dctv universe.
But
we should just call it the Berlanti-verse anyway, because that's who. I mean, this is the random ass sucking Berlanti's dick show.
Yes, I get that, but I'm gonna guess that it's gonna be Green Lantern.
It should be.
What's his name? Guy that plays Diggle.
Right. We talked about he's going to be Green Lantern. It looks like
he all but confirmed
that he's the John Stewart.
That he's going to be Green Lantern. That he mentions the Green Lantern mythos in a comment.
Well,
wasn't
he might not be an established Lantern. They might decide to go left field and tell a story that hasn't been told yet, which I wouldn't mind, because that's the beauty of the Lantern story is anybody, like, you get the ring, you can literally be Lantern.
Right.
So this could be a fresh start for the character, so it doesn't have all the baggage of the previous ones.
Right, but like I said, I'm
speculating.
I'm guessing that because of his comment,
right,
he's gonna become Green Lantern.
John Stewart Lantern, you think?
Yes, because John Diggle, but his stepdad is John Stewart, his
last name Stewart.
So he would be John Stewart, but it's John Diggle.
Okay. So in the Crisis on Infinite Earths, Diggle could die. A different version of him could come through that was named John Stewart, Green Lantern.
No, I just think he's going to get the ring. Maybe John Stewart passes away and during the
takes
story,
up the man.
And he gets it from there.
Wouldn't mind that either.
His wife in the Arrowverse is Lila.
Okay.
And she's going to be a pivotal character this season. Season 8.
Nice.
Because in Crisis, she's...
In the comic run.
In the comic run, she's actually a key character. Harbinger.
Right. And we know Berlanti.
And they're actually going to try to keep stuff pretty accurate to the...
That's why Berlanti is so fucking good with the show, is because he knows how to modernize those classic stories.
They're going to probably switch up some of the people that
are key, because we don't have Batman, we don't have...
Right, and
we do have Green Lantern, but we don't have Green Lantern.
They're not going to kill off Supergirl. They're going to probably kill off Superman.
I don't think they'll kill off either.
No, not our Superman.
Yeah, you're thinking the same thing. Brandon Routh.
Yeah. They're saying that Brandon Routh's Superman is not Superman Returns, it's a Kingdom Come Superman.
I could get behind that. Hey, at least they didn't get Henry
I
Cavill.
also heard.
That's all I can say.
I also heard Tom Wellington is
On board.
a likely candidate for being on board.
Are we going to have a convergence of the Superman? Are we going to get the death and return of Superman, perhaps? And maybe that's the 2020 show, is that he's finally getting his own Superman series? I wouldn't mind that. He is a good Superman. This kid is good, dude.
I wouldn't mind it either, but I really think Green Lantern.
Green Lantern would be the way to go, because Superman's been beat to death.
Right.
But Superman, if done in the Berlantiverse, might be a whole new, well done Superman.
Right. Yeah, I get that too, but I still think it should be Green Lantern just because.
I agree. I'm just going for business sense,
Right.
They're gonna want ratings.
All right. And then I wrote down some more notes.
Okay.
The externals. Can't wait for that movie, actually. They are created by the Celestials.
Celestials, yes.
Which also
be like Ego, Nowhere,
right?
Galactus.
They created two. They created two different peoples.
Right.
And one is the Zorvant or something like that, which is their fuck up, and the other I can't remember.
Right, I'm not familiar.
I'm Thanos is actually a hybrid of those two.
Okay.
And
so we're going to get a little Thanos' background, probably.
Maybe.
Hopefully.
The Celestials also are the reason, and this is actually a key point for the externals being in Phase 4. They created the X gene.
Boom. There we go. Now we know how the X-Men are going to roll in.
Yes.
I saw an interview with Feige. He has more or less confirmed, without saying it, he said it, that the Fantastic Four will be showing up.
Yeah.
In Phase 4. He just doesn't know when and where they're going to fit in, and I don't think they're getting a movie of their own. I think that the characters are going to be introduced without their powers first and get a movie in Phase 5, probably.
Right. I could see that.
I wouldn't mind that, because every other Fantastic Four telling is just, boom, their origin. We don't get any of them without their powers. Well, we get like a little bit of them without their powers, but not character building without their powers. And then, we don't get to see the relationship before they all become the Fantastic Four. We're just supposed to assume we know everything because, the comics and whatnot. And casual fans aren't going to know the history between them.
I've also seen where the reason that they're doing like the externals is because how well Doctor Strange did.
Oh yeah,
and because Doctor Strange and Guardians of the Galaxy, because they really kept.
They did better than anticipated for certain.
The MCU was really kept pretty grounded in a reality base.
Yeah.
Even the Thor movies were a reality based.
Right.
Then Doctor Strange comes, and they're like, "Wow, we can actually get away with this mystical shit."
Yeah, the fans aren't going to be like, no, we're fucking superhero fans. Like, the majority of people that go to see these fucking movies are comic book fans that are out in the open about it, and closet comic book fans that didn't think that they could be cool and be comic book fans at the same time. And that shit's changed so dramatically. Like, right. I remember when it was the same thing with wrestling in the 90s. Like, so many people were fans of wrestling but wouldn't say anything until the Attitude Era hit, and then everybody's like, "Oh my God, have you seen?" And it's like, yeah, I've been watching for 15 years.
I've been admitting it since the late 80s.
Right. And the same way with comic books. People are just like, "Oh, you're a fan of the movies?" Like, well, no, I'm a fan of the characters. I've been a fan of them since before movies of them were being made this well.
Right.
I sat through the bullshit movies, you fuckers. I saw both terrible Captain Americas. Actually, all 4 terrible Captain Americas if you count those World War II shits.
Actually,
floppy ears Batman.
I actually watched the Captain America cereal.
Yes. Boom. You know what I'm talking about.
where he's on a motorcycle.
Right.
What the hell is this shit?
Pistol. He's driving around on a motorcycle with a fucking handgun. I'm like, wait, what?
Why is this Captain America?
Where the fuck is the shield? Oh, it's strapped to the front of the fucking motorcycle? That's dumb.
Yeah. So we should probably do picks.
I was just going to say we should probably knock out picks. Yeah, what do you want to do? I got one. It's one I don't. We generally go with Marvel when we talk about shit we want to see. What DC characters deserve their own CW show?
All right. Do you want to start, or you want me to start?
Good. I'll let you start.
Shazam.
Fucking love it. I'm already. Yeah. Hell yeah.
I would give Shazam his own show. Make him part of the Arrowverse.
Yeah. Fuck yes. Dude, if that was the 2020 show, I would be in.
Right.
I would carve the time out to watch that shit because that movie is amazing. God, dude, that movie was so well.
I did a great job in the movie, though.
And we know he's not opposed to working television, so they could literally just bring that exact version to TV, and no one would complain. And there's so much they can do.
Yeah, because he started off his most notable role is Chuck.
Yep. Everybody knows him from Chuck if they know him at all. Even if they didn't watch the fucking show, they're like, "Oh, that's Chuck." And I'm like, yeah, that's Chuck. I know that because I've never watched the fucking show. I just know him as Chuck. I've seen enough goddamn commercials where he's Chuck.
Which was a great show.
Excellent show. I'm gonna go with Lobo. I did watch some of the Krypton. I shouldn't say I watched any of Krypton. I watched the clips of Lobo on Krypton. Dude did a good job. But Lobo has a story that could be much better told in his own show.
I don't know. Lobo seems like more of a casual. Like they normally try to do in other like the animated stuff.
Right.
And keep him. He'll come back occasionally.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like a full time.
I don't know, man. He's an intergalactic bounty hunter. There's a lot of stories to be told.
All right, so my second, I'm gonna go with Green Lantern, which I'm hoping for.
Or in 2020.
Yes.
I can't say that I blame you, dude. That would be an amazing pull if they got a Green Lantern show on TV.
Yeah. And if they did it with John Diggle, they could still use a lot of the cast that they had from
Arrow and Flash.
Unless he moves somewhere else.
Right. I know he's technically already got a show in Titans, but I think a standalone show for Nightwing
Right.
would be a great add-on to the Berlanti verse.
Yeah, because I don't see
Titans going.
Titans or any of the DC streaming.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. It's going to get Netflixed.
It's DC streaming. They're like, oh, we're gonna keep that separate.
Yeah, and it makes sense, but it kind of blows at the same time.
Right, because Titans
Berlanti is so good.
Titans actually was a great show. Can't wait for season 2, and then
Doom Patrol.
Awesome.
Critically acclaimed, dude. People were not expecting that much from Doom Patrol, and they got it. They got a televised version of Suicide Squad, more or less. A better version if you.
They actually had to add episodes to the season,
which is good. I mean, that's a great sign. Right. Most of the time, they get fucking Swamp Thinged and fucking ended before the fucking season even gets off the ground. Even though everybody that's seen Swamp Thing has been like, it's amazing.
Yeah, it's already done.
I know. Do you know why it's done? I found out why. It was too expensive to maintain the set.
I heard that they're having some kind of taxing issues.
Well, when Georgia passed that abortion, it was being filmed in Georgia, and when Georgia passed the abortion thing, DC pulled out of working in Georgia, and to move the set anywhere else would have cost too damn much. And it's like, well, why don't you just move to Louisiana? The set's right there, you fucks. It's in Louisiana.
Right. All right, dude, so
makes me want to go back and watch the USA Swamp Thing all over again, because that fucking show is epic, dude. What's your third?
My third and final.
Oh, I'm debating on mine.
I'm gonna actually go with a reboot.
Ooh, a reboot.
And make it Arrowverse though.
Okay.
Wonder Woman.
Yes. Fuck yes. Get a new Wonder Woman altogether.
Yes.
Have Linda Carter play the mother of Wonder Woman on Themyscira.
Well, no, because she actually has a character on CW.
I know, but it's Themyscira, dude. It doesn't fucking matter. It's a fucking world away. It's a totally different realm, basically.
Mm-hmm.
You can even have it be like a mirrored version of the mayor. Come on, tell me you don't want to see that.
I get what you're saying, but
and it would explain why the mayor's so ballsy in the fucking series.
But it's also it's continuity. You gotta try to keep continuity, and I don't want to.
You don't want to botch it just for a fan service. I get what you're saying, and you can get anybody in to play the Queen of Themyscira,
right?
Diana's mother. Actually, the perfect person to play Wonder Woman's dead, which sucks.
China?
Fucking China, dude. Yep, hands down.
Actually, she might have been better as the mother.
Oh God, she'd have been amazing as the mother. Like right now,
right?
Her in like early 2000s was the perfect Wonder Woman because she was just perfectly built for that role.
Lucy Lawless.
Oh, dude, Lucy Lawless would make a good Queen of Themyscira right now.
Right. All right. So your final.
You could give a nod to Xena at the same time. My final one, God, I think he should get a spinoff, dude. I think Martian Manhunter should get a prequel show.
Tell us backstory.
Yeah, give his origin. Nobody knows. Okay, casuals don't know the Martian Manhunter origin.
Actually,
they kind of know the.
Don't know it because I don't think the writers actually know it.
I don't think there's a solid one in there, so you could have lots of fun with it.
Because I think he actually has been on Earth for a couple hundred years.
Right. Dude, you could make it like the DC's version of the Loki story, how he's affected the changes of fucking humanity. Which, oddly enough, side note, I heard that they're going to do that with Crowley. The CW wants to do a spin-off show with fucking Crowley.
Dead.
I know, but they want to do like a prequel show where he's like him throughout history, like making deals with people and shit. I would love it if they somehow worked it in that he started the witch trials to try and get Rowena killed.
Yeah, like I don't think he. I would. That would be a funny nod, but I don't think it would make sense.
Well, fuck no, it wouldn't make sense. It wouldn't make sense to do the show at all. But if they're gonna do it, you might as well get the fucking jokes in there.
Because continuity, it don't make sense.
Of course.
Because I don't think he knew she was still alive.
I don't know. That's a tough one.
Because they kind of talk a little bit about it, but
they don't really go into deep detail. So I mean, it's just vague enough that it could work.
I think he didn't know if she was still alive, though.
Right. It would still make a good joke.
Right. Besides that, I think she was still in Europe at the time.
Right. Shit, that wouldn't work. So we each got our 3 in. Did you got?
Yep.
All right. Shit. Ready to wrap this up?
Yep. Till next time, like, share, subscribe.
Comment.
Tell your
friends.
friends.
Tell your enemies.
Tell your frenemies.
Until next time, keep it random.
Keep it random and peace. Among worlds.